Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today I'm here to do a winter reset. This is going to be filmed over the course of several days. We are going to do a whole bunch of stuff and I'm very excited. It's very early on in November. Don't ask me how early, it's none of your business. But I'm really excited. We're going to decorate the library. This is the first room that I'm going to do. Over the weekend, we're going to put the tree up downstairs and decorate downstairs as well. And I'm going to talk to you about some books that I would like to read in winter. And yeah, we're just going to do a bunch of wintry stuff and I'm really excited. And most of my decorations are decorations from last year. I've bought only a handful of extra things this year because Andy's moved in. So if he ever sees anything he likes, I end up picking it up because I want him to have his Christmas decorations that he's contributed as well. So I have got him a Grinch stocking and a Grinch mug. And we've got a Grinch doormat for the back door. So if you didn't know, Andy is very much the Grinch. He likes Christmas. He doesn't decorate for Christmas though. He's only ever had a tree up in his previous flat once, and it was because his niece wanted to put a tree up. So he's never put a tree up in the flat otherwise, and he's not interested in helping me decorate the tree, but he's gonna do it because it makes me happy and he likes when I'm happy. So he's a good egg, do you know what I mean? But he is the Grinch, so he prefers to give gifts rather than receive, and he prefers to watch people open their presents rather than have people watching him open his. So you know, he's that kind of guy. So yeah, we're gonna decorate for Christmas and I'm really excited. Listen, this time of year, autumn, winter, I come alive. Mentally, I don't. Mentally I struggle, but this time of year in general, I come alive. I love the Burr months, I love them. I love decorating for autumn, I love decorating for winter and for Christmas in general, and I don't need to explain myself to anybody. You put your tree up when you want to put your tree up and you take it down when you want to take it down. It's nobody else's business and everyone can keep that opinion to themselves. But it gets earlier and earlier for me every single year. My mum, growing up, my birthday is the 4th of December, so growing up, the tree never went up before my birthday, it went up after, so that my mum could separate Christmas and my birthday. Now, I entirely understand that. However, because I love Christmas, I like to have my decorations up for as long as I possibly can. And I think, especially in the time that like, you know, with the world literally blowing itself up, I think that it's nice to have something that makes you happy. And I am definitely a better person with my tree up. So I like to have my tree up for a longer period of time. If I can get like a month and a half out of having my tree up, or even 2 months, then I will do that. Obviously I bring it down the first week of January, so I won't actually get 2 months out of having it up, but I will get over a month and a half out of having it up, and it will make me happy. So we're hosting Christmas this year as well, so I really want it to be perfect, and I wanted to get it up earlier than usual because at least it's done and it's one less thing I have to worry about, because we've never hosted Christmas. Well, I've never hosted Christmas before. Andy's never hosted Christmas before. It's our first one that we're hosting. I'm a little bit nervous because we've got a lot of people coming. I think there's like 12 adults and then obviously Thomas and Luca as well. So there's a lot of people that are going to be here, and it's going to be a lot. So if I can get this out of the way, done and dusted early November, I would feel better about that. But before we get into this winter reset, I would like to thank the sponsor of today's video, who are serious readers. If you've been here a little while now, you will know about this guy, which is my Serious Lie. I absolutely love this thing. I've had it for a handful of months now and I am obsessed. I absolutely love it. Serious readers do the most fantastic lights. They are absolutely brilliant. The high definition lights I would highly recommend. The Serious Lights range consists of the high definition light, the Alex light and the classic light, and they all feature the daylight wavelength technology. which replicates the daylight spectrum as closely as possible. And what it actually means is that for people like myself who struggle with migraines and also struggle with eye strain and general headaches, like everyday headaches, this really helps, especially if you're reading in like the dark or something, with the mornings being darker and everything now that we're into winter. This really helps with stuff like that. It really takes the pressure off of your eyes, and I cannot recommend it enough. I have the tall heavy duty one that tends to stay here. To be honest, on occasion I may take it into the bedroom, but tends to stay here. You can get a table one, you can get a lighter one so you can move it around the house a lot more and things like that, but I can't recommend them enough. I really want one in every single room. They're so good. So I do have a discount code for you which will get you £100 off a high definition light, and also free UK shipping if you wanted to check them out. The code is Steph24, and I will leave it in the description box down below along with a link to Sirius lights, and I just cannot recommend them enough. So I would 100% recommend getting one, or at least checking them out. They'll be the perfect Christmas gift this year as well, so please do go and check them out if you are interested in doing so. Again, link in the description box down below along with my code Steph24, and thank you again to Sirius Readers for sponsoring this video. I truly appreciate it. Okay, so as mentioned, we're going to start in here. We're going to take all these autumn decorations down, and then I'm going to bring my big bag of winter decorations in and pop them up, and we're going to get on with this. Let's go. Also, do you like my Christmas sweater? Actually, maybe I could show you my Christmas sweater collection as well, because I did that in the autumn reset, didn't I, with my winter collection, with my autumn sweaters and t-shirts. Maybe I could show you my winter sweaters and t-shirts. This is a new one for this year, and I love it. It's from Stitch S, as always. But let's get on with decorating this room, shall we?
making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again. To see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
Alright, hello. We are going to do a little bit of a purge. We're going to try and make this rapid fire, I think, because I feel like a reset is a good time to be doing something like this, like purging my shelves. I'm in the mood again to just get rid of a bunch of books off of my shelves. I look at them, I'm not 100% happy with what I've got on here. My birthday and Christmas are coming up, so I anticipate ending up with some new books maybe. So, and there are quite a few, especially on the basis I'm not reading a great deal of fantasy anymore. I don't read a great deal of a middle grade anymore, and I could really use this cart for other things. So I want to do a big purge, I think, and I want to make it rapid fire. So I'm probably going to speed this up a little bit. I may come on and let you know the reasons why I'm getting rid of some stuff, but especially this TBR cart here with the middle grade in, I think I'm just going to rapid fire get through some of these. I'll show you quickly what I am getting rid of, but not tell you the reasons why. It's mostly because I'm not reading a much middle grade anymore, or I've lost interest in the books. So let's get on with this, and let's do this. I'm excited actually to do this purge, but I am not excited for the fact that these books are probably going to be sitting around again for ages. I can't allow that to happen. I am looking to try and get the windows done. 2 of the windows in the house, the main big window and the bay window in here, and then the same in the living room downstairs. Both units have blown, so I need to get them replaced, and I would like to get them done before Christmas. I've been wanting to get them done all year, and now that we're hosting Christmas, I just want to get them done. So I need to contact the company today as well that I want to do them. So anyway, let's get on. I am keeping this one, it's a new one, so I'm interested in keeping that one. But let's do this, shall we? You know what the biggest problem is with this? Is that I'm keeping the majority of these books for my nephews, so that when they get to a point where they're old enough to read books like this, they can have them. And that's the only reason why I'm keeping a lot of these books. I'm definitely going to get rid of this one. I don't think I have any interest in reading this one anymore. So that's the only reason I'm going to get rid of this one as well. That I am keeping these books for my nephews. So it's hard because I can't just get rid of the whole lot. And there's nowhere else for me to put them. Unless I can clear like a whole bunch of space again up near the top. There's nowhere else where I can put them. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. And also this one. Maybe both of these. I know that this is a favourite of Jade's and it's a good one for Polathon, but I've had it for so long and I've just not read it. Same with this. So I think I'm going to get rid of that one as well. And then honestly the rest I'm kind of going to have to keep, because I just, again, I'm keeping them for the kids. I can't get rid of them really. So that didn't go as well as I'd hoped. I was hoping to clear that TBR cart out so I could actually use it as a TBR cart. So that's not gone well. Let's see if the fantasy shows go any better, shall we? You know what I'm not realistically going to read anymore though? These. Jade's currently doing a buddy read with her patrons and I haven't read The Shadow of Gods, and the live show is tonight, and then they're moving on to The Hunger of Gods November, and then the last one in December, and there is no way that I'm going to read these now. I have tried several times and I'm just not going to do it. So they can go. And also these, because I've read this but a long time ago and I haven't continued with the series, and therefore I think I should let it go now. I think it's time. I don't even know when the last one came out. 2021. Where are we? 2024. 3 years ago, and I've still not read them. So they can go as well. These can go. Realistically, I am not going to read these. I picked these up last year? Year before maybe? I can't remember. Me and Jade discussed potentially doing a buddy read with this. Neither of us have picked them up, and I'm not going to start now. So I genuinely think that I would hate the series. So there's no point. I'm going to let them go. This has been on my shelves for a really long time. I have not read it. Obviously I've got the hardback, 2019. I haven't read it. I don't think I'm going to start now. This actually is one that you guys could change my mind on. I will keep hold of this for a little while. If you think I should pick it up, let me know. I'm also going to get rid of the Lost Metal as well, because I've now DNF'd big series from Brandon Sanderson. I've forgotten what the fuck it's called. The Stormlight Archives, sorry, with The Way of Kings, and I just don't see myself going back and reading this, because I actually didn't like Mistborn Era 2. I didn't like it, so I think I might as well just get rid of that as well, which means that I can shuffle that down there. This is opening me up to a lot of space, which I'm happy about. I'm also actually going to get rid of this as well, because I've had this for ages. I haven't picked it up, and 2021, I've not read it. I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to get rid of these two as well, Bad Gods and also The Ocean at the End of the Lane. Both of them. That's not been on my shelves as long, but I just realistically don't think I'm going to get to it. I'm really tempted to get rid of Rage of Dragons, but I don't know. I've heard really good things. The sun damage on this is terrible. I've heard great things, and maybe I should give it a go, but I just don't know if I'm going to. And I don't know if it's a waste it's sitting on these shelves. These two can go. I liked them, but I'm never going to reread them. The only one left, and How to Sell a Haunted House, they can both go. I liked him, but I'm never going to reread him. Alright, The Troop by Nick Cutter. I only recently got this one from TK Maxx, but I've heard that it's got animal cruelty in it and some body horror, and I'm not here for that. Summer Suns. This is another one I could have my mind changed on. I love the cover for this, but again, I've had it for a while and I just don't know if it's up my street or not. I think it's like literary horror, which I don't really read literary fiction, so this is another one I could have my mind changed on. And then Dark Mode by Ashley Callaghan Blunt. Andy got me this one last year for Christmas. I didn't realise it had stalking in it, so I'm unhauling that one as well because somebody has very kindly let me know that it does indeed have stalking in it. So is there anything on my romance side that I could get rid of? I have already pulled these off of the shelves. I read Malice, I got an arc of it when it came out, and I haven't read Misrule yet, and Becca has recently read these and didn't love Misrule. She enjoyed it, but she didn't love Misrule as much as she liked Malice, and the time has been and gone. I don't care anymore. I also did decide to unhaul the Holdout as well, which is on my top 12 priority list. I'm not going to get to it. It's been on my shelves forever and I'm just not prioritising it, so I don't care. We're just getting rid of it. Anything else on here? You know what? I am going to get rid of this. I don't need so many copies of this book at all, and I bought this because of the cover, and that is the only fucking reason that I bought it, and there is just no need for me to be doing stupid shit like that anymore. So we're going to unhaul this one. I do now still have 3 copies of both books, and by the time I hopefully finish Iron Flame, I will have made a decision on whether I'm continuing on that trajectory, because I don't want to do it anymore. Alright, funny you should ask. I've had this on my shelf since it came out and I'm just not interested anymore. I was interested in it because the idea has come from an interview between an interviewer and Chris Evans, I believe, where people shipped them in the interview. I don't fucking know. And that's where the idea came from, and I was like, yeah, sign me up. I fucking love Chris Evans, but I don't care anymore. And this actually is the reason why I'm doing this. Excuse you? Oh, it's Fourth Wing. This series, the Dreamland Billionaires series. Look, I've read the fine print twice and I have not got on to continue the series. And I own these other 2 books, both of them on my Kindle. So they're taking up a lot of space. I don't want them anymore. I'm sick of seeing them. Not only that, but there is zero consistency with these and it really fucks me off. Are you going to focus? There we go. These 2, consistent. Why is this title different? Why is the number up here and not here like these 2? What the fuck happened? What happened? Can someone have a word, please? I can't do it anymore. It's driving me insane. Am I collecting the new series by Lauren Asher? Yes. Have I started it? No, because I want to finish this series first. Just stop with me because I'm done with myself. I can't do it anymore. Alright, I think that'll do. I don't know how many I've gotten rid of, but here's what we're working with. It's a reasonable amount. I'm kind of happy with that, I'm not gonna lie. I have obviously over the last couple months as well, since my last unhaul, been collecting more books that I have read and decided that I don't want anymore, or have just in general been collecting that I want to get rid of. That is the purge portion of this video. Let me know. I do want you to let me know about these 2. Do I keep hold of them for the time being and at least give them a go? Maybe put them on my priority or self-destruct TBR for next year? Let me know in the comments down below. I've had them both for a very long time and I haven't read them yet, so do I just get rid? Let me know. Alright, Winter TBR. This will take us through till February, like end of February. And this is not set in stone. I very rarely achieve my seasonal TBRs. They're just a bunch of books that I would be interested in getting to during that season. So winter covers winter. There are Christmas books in here, there are just wintry themed books in here, books set in cold settings essentially. So, and books that I think actually would be perfect time to read during winter. So, without further ado, let's get into them because there's a lot of books in this pile and I don't know what I'm thinking. So I'm starting off with Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I believe this is a wintry setting, I'm not 100%, oh yeah, Scottish Highlands. Scottish Highlands does not mean winter, Steph, come on. It's always cold though in Scotland, let's face it, and especially in the Highlands. I love Scotland. This is a Marriage, I believe. It's a thriller. 10 years of marriage, 10 years of secrets, an anniversary they'll never forget. Adam and Amelia are spending the weekend in the Scottish Highlands. The remote location is perfect for what they have planned. But when their romantic trip takes a dark turn, they both start to wonder, can they trust the one they're with? Because every couple tells little white lies, only for Adam and Amelia, the truth is far more dangerous. Sounds great. I've only read one Alice Feeney, and I really do want to get into more of her books because I loved Daisy Darker so much. So I would like to read more, and I've had this one for a while. Okay, next we have another thriller, but it's a festive thriller, and it is The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Ali Carter. I'm obsessed with this cover, and it's the only reason I picked it up. I don't know what it's about at all, but it looks great. The bridge is shut, the phones are down, and the most famous mystery writer in the world just disappeared from a locked room 3 days before Christmas. Exciting! That sounds great. I'm not reading the whole synopsis. If it's got like very quick plot points, I will tell you, but that sounds really good and I'm very excited about that. Then I do have an arc of Watermoon by Samantha Soto Yamboa. This comes out in January. Yeah, January. And I'm really excited about it. So I do want to get to this one in December/early January. Have you ever made a choice that you regret? Would you sell those regrets to find inner peace? But who are you without the memory of who you once were, and who will you become? I don't know the full synopsis of this one, but it sounds fantastic. On a back street in Tokyo lies a pawn shop, but not everyone can find it. Most will only see a cozy ramen restaurant, and just the chosen ones, those who are lost, will find a place to pawn their life choices and deepest regrets. It sounds really interesting. I think they will end up like going on an adventure or something, and I'm really excited about reading it. I always forget there's a signed book plate in here as well, so I'm very excited about giving this one a read, and it is coming out in January, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. Then we've got another festive romance, and it is Make the Season Bright by Ashley Herring Blake. Again, I've only picked this up on the basis that it's festive, it's queer, and it's by Ashley Herring Blake. Also this cover, stunning. Second chance romance. Sounds cute. My apologies if you hear any work going on outside next door. I think I'm having their kitchen done, and I forgot when I came down here to film in front of the tree, so we're stuck with it. It is what it is. Next, I do have What You Are Looking For Is in the Library. I didn't necessarily associate this with Christmas until they came out with this festive cover, and I love it, so I picked it up, and I'm really glad that I got it. So I'm excited. What You Are Looking For Is in the Library is about the magic of libraries and the discovery of connection. This inspirational tale shows how, by listening to our hearts, seizing opportunities and reaching out, we too can fulfill our lifelong dreams. Sounds fantastic, and I'm very excited. It's not too long either, and it's translated fiction, so I'm excited about that. Then I've got another shorty patootie, and it is A Match Made at Christmas by Courtney Walsh. I love Courtney Walsh's writing style. I'm really excited about this one. I've had it on my shelves for ages, and it is really short as well. It's only just over 150 pages. This one says, Hayes Maguire never believed the stories about a famous Nantucket matchmaker until she ropes him into taking over her duties while she's off island for Christmas. So he enlists the help of the one person he can trust with this crazy scheme, his best friend Prudence, and with a series of rules, a book of success stories, and the promise of Christmas magic, the pair of old friends sets out to make a Christmas match. Little do they know that magic doesn't discriminate, and they soon find their years of friendship deepening into something more. Will Prue and Hayes ignore the electricity in the air between them, or will there be more than one match made at Christmas? Very excited. It sounds great. I love me a good friends to lovers book as well, because that is me and Andy. Then we've got Kiss Her Once For Me by Alison Cochrane. I got this a while ago, and I ended up putting another book before it instead of this one that had very, very similar, pretty much the same plot. So I ended up reading that one instead, and it's time I got to this one. I think, if I remember correctly, we're going to be following Ellie, and she's going to start fake dating someone, but then they're going to go to his for Christmas, I think, and then she's going to fall in love with his sister, if I remember correctly. If it's the same, if it is in fact the same plot as the other book I'm thinking of, I'm very excited about this one. It sounds great, so I'm looking forward to that. Then we've got The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore, which is the next one in this series, and I know nothing about this. Look how cute this Scotty dog is though, adorable. Kira North hates Christmas, which is unfortunate since she just bought a Christmas tree farm in a town that's too cute for its own good. How dare you be the Grinch and buy a Christmas tree farm? Bennett Ellis is on vacation in Dream Harbour, trying to take a break from both his life and his constant desire to always fix things, but somehow fate finds Ben trapped by a blanket of snow at Kira's farm, and despite her grinchiest first impressions, with the glow of the fairy lights twinkling in the trees and the promise of warming hot chocolate, maybe, just maybe, these two lost souls will have a Christmas they'll remember forever. Cute! Love me a good Grumpy Sunshine book. Then we've got Jingle Bell Mingle by Julie Murphy and Sarah Simone, the third one in this series. Sunny Palmer has returned to Christmas Notch in search of some festive inspiration for her screenplay. Isaac Kelly, former Bond Band heartthrob and the saddest boy in the music biz, is the latest owner of the town's historic mansion. What better place to attempt his first holiday album than a snow-covered mansion where he can become a hermit in peace? But after they wake up together in Sunny's dilapidated motel room after a wild night, Isaac takes a chance and asks her to stay at his place, and they make a deal. They will both try to get the other's creative juices flowing again. With these two opposites under one roof, there's no way this Jingle Bell Mingle could go off script, right? Sounds cute. I love it. I say sounds cute. I know full well it's going to be really spicy. Then I've got From Luke Off With Love by Mariana Zapata. Mariana Zapata is the queen of slow burn, and I'm very excited to read more of her books, and I can't believe I haven't read this one yet. Enemies to Lovers, TikTok sensation from the queen of slow burn romance. They're the coldest of enemies off the ice, but could their shared passion on the ice turn to unexpected heat? If someone were to ask Jasmine Santos to describe the last few years of her life with a single word, it would definitely be a 4-letter one. After 17 years of figure skating and countless broken bones and broken promises, she knows her window to compete is coming to a close. But when the offer of a lifetime comes from the arrogant idiot she spent the last decade dreaming about pushing in front of a moving bus, Jasmine might have to reconsider everything, including Ivan Lokov. Sounds interesting. I'm excited. Then we've got something that might seem a little bit off with this TBR, but Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. I haven't read this yet, and I really want to, so that I can collect the other ones. And I don't know what it is about this, but it gives me like autumnal winter vibes. So I feel like this may be a good time to read this. Beautiful, moving story explores the age-old question: what would you change if you could travel back in time? More importantly, who would you want to meet, maybe for one last time? In Before the Coffee Gets Cold, we meet 4 visitors, each of whom is hoping to make use of the cafe's time-travelling offer in order to confront the lover who left them, receive a letter from their husband whose memories have begun to fade, see their sister one last time, and meet their daughter they never got the chance to know. It sounds adorable and like it's going to break my heart, but I feel like this is a good time to be reading this, so I'm excited. Then we do have Under the Mistletoe With You by Lizzie Huxley Jones, who is the author of the other book I was just talking about, actually. What is the title of the book? Can you tell me? Make You Mine This Christmas, which is the one that's got a very similar plot to Kiss Her Once For Me. So if you've read Kiss Her Once For Me, try Make You Mine This Christmas, and vice versa. This one is the sequel to that. So in Make You Mine This Christmas, we have got Christopher and a woman whose name I cannot remember for the life of me, unfortunately. They come up with this decision to fake date. I think he's being mithered about dating by his family, and she ended up needing some help at a party, if I remember correctly, and he pretended to be her boyfriend. Now, they're both bisexual, so he takes her home for Christmas because she's no other plans. She ends up falling in love with his sister, and now this is Christopher's story, I think, and he is also bisexual. So it's going to be gay, and I'm very excited, and I cannot wait to pick this one up and get Christopher's happily ever after as well. So I'm looking forward to this one. It sounds great. Then I do have Winter in the Wood by Jane Riordan. This is a Winnie the Pooh story, and I'm very excited about picking this one up. I always collect these. I love them. It's so nice to have continuations of the Winnie the Pooh stories, and I can't wait to get to this one. It sounds really cute, so I'm looking forward to picking this one up. If you didn't know, I'm a huge fan of Winnie the Pooh. Massive, like really big fan of Winnie the Pooh. Then I do have another thriller, and it's called The Bitter End by Alexa Donne. I think this is one of those isolation stories where one by one people are getting killed off and there's a killer among them. I don't know. The trip of a lifetime might be the death of them all. Willow believes she's cursed. Now bad luck has followed her up a mountain. Declan became TikTok famous for pranks, but this trip is no joke. Delaney is the perfect girlfriend. Her boyfriend, he's the perfect liar. Wyatt has mastered every video game. Too bad there are no extra lives in real life. Eden has never shielded away from drama. Will her secrets get the better of her? Liam is a literal Boy Scout, and now he'll have to put his survival skills to use. Camille is the ultimate competitor, and she'll fight to the death. Piper wasn't supposed to be on this trip at all, or was she? One thing is clear, not all of them will make it through this storm alive. Interesting. There is a comment here that says, a wild and twisted slasher will leave you gasping for air. Wicked acid trip, unparalleled fun. It sounds like a great time. A lot of characters though, I will say, but it sounds like a great time. I'm really interested. I'm obsessed with this cover. I literally bought this for the cover. I had no idea what it was about other than knowing that it was a thriller. Honestly. Then I want to get to Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret by Benjamin Stevenson. This is the novella that Benjamin Stevenson has written. I love this series so much. I'm having such a good time with it. I have very recently just read Everyone on This Train is a Suspect, and in this series we follow Ernest Cunningham in different stories. In the first one, everyone in my family has killed someone. He's literally talking about his family and how everyone has killed someone, whether it be on purpose or by accident, and there ends up being a murder mystery in the background as well. And then Everyone on This Train is a Suspect. He goes on a writing retreat. He's got really bad writer's block, and he goes on a writing retreat, and he ends up stuck in a situation where there is another murder mystery. So I don't know what's going to happen with this one, but I'm very excited. My name is Ernest Cunningham. He breaks the fourth wall. Benjamin Stevenson's writing style is incredible, and he breaks the fourth wall, and I'm obsessed with the audiobooks. So we'll be audiobooking this one. I'm not a detective. I just happen to have a knack for what makes mysteries and murderers tick. I hoped this Christmas that any killers out there might be willing to take a break for the holidays. I was wrong. So here I am backstage at the Christmas show of the world famous magician Ryland Blaze, whose benefactor has just been murdered. For the magician's assistant to the hypnotist, my suspects are all professional tricksters, masters in the art of misdirection. My clues are even more of a mystery. A suspect covered in blood with no memory of how it got there. A murder committed without anyone setting foot inside the room where it happened. And an advent calendar, because you know, it's Christmas. Solving the murder is the only gift I want this year, but can I catch a killer and make it home for Christmas alive? It sounds so good, and it is very short, so I'm really looking forward to reading that one. I can't wait to get to it. And then last but by no means least, I do want to get to Beartown by Frederick Bateman. It is about damn time, honestly. This has been on, it's on my either 12 books from 12 friends or top 12 priority from me, but my 24 books in 2024, and I'm determined to get to it before the end of the year, so this I think will be a December pick. But I believe that this is quite hard hitting, and I do keep putting it off for that reason. I do think I'm going to enjoy it, but I keep putting it off for that reason because I've just not been in the right frame of mind for this. But this is basically a small town in which their entire lives, the entire small town lives, surround this ice hockey team that they've got. And something happens with one of the young girls in town, with one of the guys off of the team, and some accusations thrown around, and it could throw the whole town into turmoil. And I think it's basically a discussion about that. So I think it's going to be hard hitting in the sense that there is probably some triggers for sexual assault, I think. And I know nothing else. I don't know what else this is about. So I'm really intrigued about reading it. It sounds really good, and I'm interested. Other than that, I'm not going to read you the synopsis because it's so long, and I think the majority of people will know what this is about, but it is time that I got to this one, so I do want to read this one as well. And that is your lot for everything that I want to read in winter. I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to get to all of these. Obviously, there's quite a lot of Christmas books on here as well, and I can't guarantee that I'm going to get to all of them in December. I should probably prioritise some of them in November, to be perfectly honest, because I always do this. I save all of my Christmas books for December, and then there's too many and I can't get to them all. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with this, but there's a lot there I would like to get to, and I am looking forward to all of those books, so we'll see whether or not I manage it. But, yeah. Let me know if you've read any of these. Do you think I should prioritise some more than others? Let me know. If you think any of the ones that I'm like, it gives me winter vibes, and it actually doesn't, let me know if that's the case, because I don't want to read it at the wrong time of year, you know what I mean? If it suits a different season better, let me know, because I'm interested in reading these books in the right seasons, really. But yeah, that is my winter TBR. Okay, hey, we're at the end of this video, this winter reset. I don't know how this is going to come out. Haven't started editing it yet, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know if you noticed, I haven't done a, you know, showing you my sweater collection. However, each clip I've got a different Christmas sweater on. I don't know if you noticed or not, but that's pretty much my Christmas sweater collection. I don't have as many as I do for Halloween because I feel like you can get away with wearing more of the Halloween sweaters throughout the year than you can the Christmas sweaters. Does that make sense? I will leave a link to Stitch S in the description box down below where I get the majority, pretty much all of, I think, my Christmas sweaters. I absolutely love her stuff. I get most of my sweaters from her, to be honest. I adore her stuff. It's such great quality and I'm obsessed. So if you wanted to check her out, there is a just link to her in the description box down below. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Chat to me in the comments down below. What's going on your winter TBR? Have you decorated for Christmas yet? Let me know. I'm really excited. And thank you again to Serious Readers for sponsoring this video. I truly appreciate it. If you wanted to get £100 off a high definition light and free UK shipping, you can use my code Steph24. It will be in the description box down below along with a link to Serious Readers. And yeah, thank you to them for sponsoring this video and I hope you have enjoyed and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye for now.